Well, this just showed up fresh out of China. This is the brand new SmallRig cage for the FX30. Now this cage is designed to work with the top panel model. So let's get it opened up and see what we have inside this box. You know, what's funny is I got this brand new FX30 to shoot YouTube videos with. Haven't really used it that much because all my videos are about it. I'm still shooting on the A7R2. So this is the brand new 4139 kit from SmallRig for the FX30. Now this kit is intended to be purchased for a unit that has the top handle. The other thing I got in this box here today is an adapter for the DJI Ronin, which maybe I'll cover in another video. All right, that's it for that. SmallRig handheld cage kit for Sony FX30 and the FX3. Yes, kit 4139 does fit both the FX3 and the FX30. I ordered this kit about 4 months ago. Been on back order, and on December 1st I got notified that the back orders were going to start being filled, but my order didn't make the initial run, and I think mine shipped on the 11th. It took me 9 days to get it. Today's the 19th. Oh, that's nice. So a nice little foam insert. We've got the cage, the brackets, and everything all set up around here. So let's go ahead and pull this top panel piece out. That's the top handle extension plate. So this is the NATO rail that fits in the slot where the handle would normally, when the handle bolts down to the camera here, you can see this, where the handle normally bolts to the camera. This is the NATO rail that'll bolt in its place if you don't run the top handle. This looks like the HDMI clamp. Yep. This will screw on the body on the cage and clamp the HDMI cable for using an external monitor. A little bit of foam. We've got the Allen, and it looks like two flathead screws actually. We have our holster hand grip thingy, and we have the cage itself. Now right away, I don't know if it's the intended design of this cage, but every corner of this cage is scuffed and marked, almost like it's been used. That's crazy. Now, if I compare that to my A7 III cage, everything's solid black in it. So I don't know if this is part of the design of it. I'm gonna research that a little bit, get back to you here in the edit maybe about what this is supposed to be, but I don't see anything on their website stating the finish of this cage itself. But at the bottom here, it does say the designer was Clara Oswald, and note, due to the craftsmanship of manual grinding technology, this is a normal situation while there are slight wear traces on the surface. In their photos of it, you can kind of see that kind of light shading on the corners, and I think that's the intended design. I just don't see it talk about that finish anywhere specifically, but they are coming out with some different design cages, and honestly I think it does look good on the camera with the matte finished gray body. It matches well. I really am unaware if this is supposed to be part of the design. It almost looks like a worn in finish already. They've sanded all the edges of this thing. I mean, it's everywhere. It's got to be like this. It's all the way inside here. It's all the way around there. It's like all the edges were sanded for that worn look, and maybe in the FX3 it'll look nice because it's that kind of matte silver body. So we've got 3 points that this thing mounts to the camera at. We've got the regular 1/4 screw at the bottom. We've got a side screw mount here, which mounts to the side body mount there, and one here. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed here. Okay, remember, don't tighten your screws until they're all in. So three points of mounting on this camera here with this cage. Now this is technically a half cage because it's not a full powerful enclosure because of the top panel design on the Sony FX3 and FX30. So we're going to tighten the base screw here first. Camera's cinched down tight to the base, and then we'll come over to the sides and cinch the side screws down nice and secure. I'll tell you what, that feels really good. This feels a lot better than that little screw on the A7 III cage, but that one works really well too. First off, what I already noticed about this cage, where I pick it up, is it's a very slim design. It doesn't look like it adds a lot of bulk to the camera. The A7 III cage, on the other hand, when it's installed on the camera, it adds a lot of bulk to the camera. It doesn't fit quite nicely inside of the bag. It's just everything about it's a lot bigger. So I can already tell this cage and camera feels a lot better on this camera. The handle is very nice and tight. I like the contours of it. I actually really am starting to like that worn finish look. Didn't think I liked it at first, but you know, you get it on the camera, it actually really does match the matte silver of the camera body really nice. All right, so there's that portion of the cage. The magnet has a slide in where it bottoms out there, and I have never had a problem with the magnet being lost on my other cage. Here's where we're going to need the Allen key. Now this is a little bit longer screw in there, so we're going to go ahead and put this Allen key on here, and it screws into the back of the handle. And already that is so much better to hold the camera with. So we got an additional cold shoe mount there. We've got a airy mount there. The hand grip, again, no more problem with my pinky slipping down. It's where it belongs right there. So on the bottom of this cage, they give you a little door that swings open here at the base, so you can open your battery compartment. If you have it closed, you can see it hinders the door from opening, but that's how they kept the line nice and clean right there. Just gave it this swivel mount. Seems to work all right. So there's that. We've got a cold shoe mount here on the top. So the top strap mount gives you access for this, the factory mount still, so you can still secure it to the camera. And then you've got a tether mount right here at the base, as well as down here, I believe, on this round metal post inside here, be another tethering point. And you've got a top one right here. Now, if we do pull the top handle off, we could put our cover plate in, which I'm not going to do right now. All right, so the top handle off, we've got the top NATO rail that goes and installs in its place using the same existing screw holes. Gives a really nice solid space to hold this camera to. You can run your existing top handle if you have one. If you don't have one with this, you can still buy this kit and hang on to this piece if you think you're going to upgrade to the top handle. And that gives you a NATO rail up on top, still has full access to your buttons here. And we could put a regular top handle on, which, let's see. So I have this SmallRig handle here, which slides in from the right side of the camera forward if you want to run without the audio handle. And now you've got a very secure way of mounting, having the top handle for that as well. Take our NATO rail back off here, audio adapter back on. All right, once you have the back plate on, you can now install the top extension. Ooh, much bigger grip, also much nicer. So that feels good. You get the top plate for this to mount down, and it mounts into this hole here and has a window for your controls. That is a huge improvement to the audio handle on this camera, I'll tell you that. You see, I wish they kind of gave you somewhere this could mount to and be tucked away out of the place, but you keep it with the camera. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so that's that. Unbuckle the top buckle here. That title, I kind of like it. You can cinch it down to your hand. It's quick and easy adjustments, without a doubt. You can loosen it real easy. You can tension it down pretty easily. The top has a buckle that can be pulled a little tighter and latched. And there you go. I mean, it's a nice secure strap. I like that. All right, so that's the 4139 kit installed on the FX30. This kit also fits the FX3. So overall, I mean, SmallRig quality, can't beat it. It's a very solid feeling kit on this camera. It really It beefs up the camera quite a bit. The handles, I mean, a huge improvement, especially with my big hands, that extra grip on the bottom, the plate that it adds here at the base, and then as well as the top rail, which is also a full NATO rail up here on top, really gives the handle a lot more beef to hold on to. The cage itself, very minimalist, I'd say. Biggest improvement is, of course, it gives that little bit of extra space here for your pinky. You got your full HDMI access door still. You've got the mount hole for the HDMI clamp, which I'm gonna have to mess with because I gotta get an HDMI cable to plug in and make sure it'll clamp down on it. Still have full access to your other ports. So if you have these doors open, they're somewhat protected here on the end. This a kick out for that handle or the strap right here, the strap pulled down, that kind of keeps it from, I mean, you can still hit the bottom of this if it were to fall, hit those doors, but that does protect it on the top edge. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, at least on the studio side of it. Mounts right up onto the DJI RSC2, no problems. There's a little bit of alignment things you gotta make sure you're getting right. Might make a separate video about mounting this and balancing it on the gimbal. So with that, that's it. That's all I got for you today. That's the SmallRig 4139 installed on the FX30. Anything else question-wise you might have, leave me a comment down below. I'll try to get to all those as soon as I can. If you like this video, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, go down and hit that subscribe button for me. Right down there. Subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later.